And now we're going to head on over to Tim Zimmer with your first Fantasy Football Minute of the Year.
Thanks, Taylor. In week 1 already in the books, the fantasy football season is in full swing. Although most teams have already been set, here's my fantasy outlook for the upcoming season. Quarterback will be a valuable position on your team this season because this year there are about 4 elite quarterbacks. Those quarterbacks include Breeze, Peyton Manning, Brady, and Rodgers. 2 guys that can really put up big numbers this season are going to be Eli Manning and Carson Palmer. The Giants have switched their offensive game plan to a passing attack, which means big numbers for wide receivers Hakeem Nicks, Steve Smith, and Mario Manningham. Also, the Bengals added Terrell Owens to their offense this offseason, which in turn means they're going to back off the run and put the ball in Palmer's hands more. Expect the Bengals to be behind in many games, which will result in a lot of passing yards. Chris Johnson may be the cream of the crop in what comes to the running backs, but two guys that can make a huge impact are Frank Gore and Chris Beanie Wells. Both these running backs run in the NFC West, which they'll face teams like the Rams and Seahawks. Not to mention their non-conference opponents are the Raiders, Chargers, and Chiefs, all in which their defenses have bad run defenses. So if you expect a healthy Gore, he can end the season in a top 3 running back, and Wells can end the season as a top 10 fantasy back as well. Finally, wide receivers are top heavy this season, as elite receivers include Andre Johnson, Randy Moss, and Reggie Wayne. 2 guys that can join them this season are Rodney White and Miles Austin. White is targeted 23 times in week 1 by Matt Ryan, so expect that throughout the season. Austin targeted was by Romo 11 times against the Redskins. Both these guys are going to have and make an impact on their teams in order for their teams to be successful this season. And that was my fantasy minute. Coming up next, we're going to take a look into the Saints Saints depth chart. So stick around. There's more in Sports Showtime.